All right, it is 8 minutes after 9 o'clock. Gosh, getting started a little bit late here. Jim George is in the studio. We know him as Professor Gadget because he truly is the professor of gadgetry, helping us understand our gadgets. He knows what he doesn't even know he knows, apparently. So he's going to help you know what you need to know. Good morning, Jim. How you doing?
Good morning. Fine. So your computer crashed.
Yes, it's the one on my left crashed, and so the one on the right is doing all the work.
Oh, boy. Yep, and we talked about getting a new motherboard or a new computer, either one.
Yeah, and it's amazing. I consider what you do. You are a genius. Dan is a genius.
Oh yeah, Dan's a genius. That's for sure.
I'm sorry, Jim.
Trapani.
Oh my gosh, he's a genius. It's just looking at what you guys are doing to fix this. It's like, how do you even figure it out?
That's right. I agree. Some stuff we can't figure out. You heard my story about yesterday, right? Some stuff you just...
What happened yesterday?
Well, the K Jewelers...
Oh, yes, you did. Tell that on the air. That was a great story.
So K Jewelers has an electronic microscope. So in case you have a wedding ring and you'd like to see what it looks like, you take it in and they put it under there. And then it displays on a iPad as well as on top of a screen on top of the microscope. So you can either stand over the microscope and look at it, or she can bring the iPad to you, Cassandra, the manager, and you can see all the facets of your diamond ring and everything. Well, it wasn't working. The microscope part was working, but the camera wasn't working, and the transmitter wasn't working that allows her to carry her iPad around. And we had to call the manufacturer and get information, and they sent me the wrong information, and then when I told them mine doesn't look like theirs looks, which has been the story of my life, they sent me new instructions, and I said, that's what it looks like. So
your children are listening.
After typing in all the stuff they tell me to type in, it worked. And so they said, okay, so now here's the real clue. Don't unplug it. Don't turn it off, because if you do, you're going to lose all the memory. So I told the owner, we got to buy the manager, Kay's, they've got to buy UPS to keep it up, because there was just a little power glitch, not even maybe a second, and that's what turned the microscope off.
UPS is a battery?
Wow.
This one does not have a battery backup, so I said you should buy a battery backup, and then you call K Jewelers, and they will tell you the way to turn it off. You don't have to unplug it. You have a regiment. You turn this off first, turn that off second. It's a routine. And then once you turn it off, you plug in the UPS to it, and then you turn it back on with a routine, and it should hold its memory. And if it doesn't, then you got to call me back out again, and I got to go.
Wow. I don't know if you know, but I'm curious to know what that tells them. Like, when you look that closely at a diamond, what does it tell the jeweler?
Well, they see all the facets of it. So if you were to ever had scraped your diamond ring, or something like that, they can tell you if there's a mark on it or scrape on it. And the real expensive diamonds, I just found this out today, have a serial number. Now, you want to tell me how in the world did they etch a serial number
on the diamond?
On a diamond.
Wow.
You know, so about a $10,000 solitaire, you got a serial number on there.
Got a serial number on it, so they can look right.
Did you see it? Did they give you?
No, I after I fixed it, they put the lady took her ring off and just put it under there just to see if it was working, and it was. And she said, "Okay, you guys have fixed it." And I said, "Thank you," and I got my signature and walked out of the store.
Wow. How was your Nashville trip?
It was good. I just found out that when we were driving back, right around Georgia, it looked like the front end was going to fall off the car. It was just shimmying real bad. So we drove it into the mechanic, and he looked at it this morning, and he said, the problem is you have a bubble in your tire. We thought the tie rod had broken, kingpin, something major had happened because...
Thank goodness it was not major.
It was just a bubble in the side of the tire. And he said, yep, and I would get that fixed right away.
Right away, yeah.
It's going to burst any moment now. That's getting huge.
So you got a new tire?
So they're going to do that this morning for us. So when we pick it up, we'll have a new tire.
Thank goodness.
Thank goodness.
God. Yeah.
But yeah, you know, you're doing 70-plus miles an hour
you
on
had
the
me worried
interstate,
last
and
week.
the front tire blows. Whoa.
Yeah, you're done.
You had me worried. You're driving into a city, and you're on the phone. That just worried me.
Yeah. Luckily, we found a Waffle House.
There you go.
And
Now that's always a good find.
And I had to convince my wife to let me go into the Waffle House. She didn't want to go because she had never eaten in a Waffle House. She wanted to go to the upscale IHOP.
Oh,
And I said, believe me, the Waffle House.
That's for the riffraff. It's not.
So
That's where
went in-
Robin and I go.
that's right.
That's not where people like you go.
I mean, you go to a Waffle House and your eggs will slide across that plate. You know, it's greasy, but it's good.
Yeah,
What
it's
do you-
wonderful.
It is.
So did she like it?
Oh, yes, she loved it. She
Slide
said, you
across the
convinced
plate.
me.
Because we got two in town right now. You're
I
probably
know.
going to the Waffle House
We're
tomorrow.
going to Waffle House. Maybe I should advertise them on TV. No, it was very good. It was, and the lady was very nice to us as far as the server and everything. And then my wife didn't know if she wanted biscuits and gravy or this and that. And the lady said, "I'll just bring you both." And she only charged us for one.
Oh, nice.
It was good. So
Nice.
Southern hospitality.
she made a believer for us. Yep, and that was
That's
in
right.
Tennessee.
Wow.
Let's go to
Nashville,
the phone. You
Tennessee.
have somebody calling in. Good morning. You're on there with Jim George.
Yes, good morning, Jim. Good morning, Larry and Robin.
Good morning.
I have a question. How does the hotspot or the jetpack work? I need to use it for a printer, and if it's going to be able to handle the printer and my phone while I'm at home without any internet.
All right, so you're saying, can I use my cell phone and turn it into a hotspot, and will it handle the traffic through it so you can print?
Yeah, not really the phone itself. There's a hotspot, a jetpack that they sell, like at Verizon.
Oh, I see.
They sell it, you bring.
Yes, they're very good. They are very good. I don't remember what the cost of it is, but they're very good. Yes.